Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. Today, this isn't my idea. This wasn't originally built by me, but I want to build it here in our theme park. It's a foosball game, or otherwise known as table football. You know, the ones where the players are stuck in place, and in the real version, you turn a little stick that turns a little row of players, and you kick the ball forward, and the other people have their own sticks with their own players that they twirl to try and kick it back. It's football, but it's stuck on a table. Well, 4 or 5 years ago, a YouTuber called Sethbling, who at the time was very much a Minecraft technical channel. He still does a little bit of Minecraft now, but he tends to do a little bit more speed runs and stuff. He sort of changed what he's doing over the last few years. But 4 or so years ago, he made this foosball, and I really, really like it. Now, I don't know exactly how some of it works, or the logic behind some of it, but we shall just have fun and try and work it out as we go. I think we're going to do it right here. I think we've got enough space in here. His one is huge. I don't really want mine to be as big as what that is, but we might be able to make it a little bit smaller. So we want a neutral colour, snow, and then we want 2 colours, 2 opposing colours, so we'll have red and blue, because that's just what most tables are. No, I want ice at the bottom. His one has red and blue, but I think I'm going to have... this was before ice was obviously in the game, because he had a different coloured glass or something at the bottom. So I'm thinking about like red and green? Or green and yellow? No, red and green. Red and green does sound... No, I don't like red and green. Red and yellow? Yeah, red and yellow. That sounds like a good one. So, I don't really know where to start here. We're going to need some glass. I just saw this and I was like, I want to do it. I really, really want to build it. And we're going to want some sticky pistons, some redstone, some torches, and some buttons. And that'll get the main logic behind the game going. So if I come up here, I'm going to say I'm going to do it 5 blocks off the ground. That sounds about right. We've still got a little bit of room over here. And what we need on here is a piston facing this way that will eventually be powered, holding that block down in this position. Off this, we want to do a little container with what will be water in it. Let's put some water in it. As soon as I have the inventory spot, there we go. So we've got some water in it. Now, what we can do is we can make this into a player, into a football player, and we can activate the redstone. I get some real frame issues here. What if I face this way? Still, I'm getting some weird... We have this every few episodes around this theme park area. I apologise for that. But we can make this into a player and control this piston from where the real life players would be pressing the button on the side, you know, on the little sticks. So I think if we have something like... I should probably turn this into one of the player colours, shouldn't I? Water. That one and that one. This has some redstone on top of it. And then this is the guy's arms. Like this. I think we're going to do something like that for the torso. I don't know if this is exactly how he had it. But it's pretty similar. And then for a head, we obviously need something that's transparent. Is prismarine or sea lanterns, sorry, prismarine lanterns, whatever you want to call them, are they transparent? They are indeed. Look at that. Okay, but I need to reverse it to keep the piston powered down to keep it stuck. But now if I hit this button, look, book. What that will do is that'll kick the ball. That'll kick the ball that we'll have below once we replace it with ice. We want to extend this a little bit further, though. Something probably like 3 blocks. I think he has on his. I'm not 100% sure. So we are going to have to work out some of this logic for ourselves. Okay, so we've got that. Then we want a little bit of a gap in the middle. I'm going to say maybe 2 or... I suppose 3 blocks would keep it sort of even. And then we want another player. So this is, again, another red player here. That one. That one. That one. That one. Redstone. Over here. The light goes on top. Piston underneath. Excellent, it reaches. That that solves one problem, I suppose, as well, of having repeaters. Because as soon as you have repeaters, you've obviously... Oh, I done that one block too low. As soon as you've got repeaters, you're obviously having to work with delay then. And delay makes it even harder to do anything. So now if I push this button on the end, boom, the player will kick it that way. I think... Is that right? Would that be right? Or do we want them to kick it that way? We might do it the way that the glass is the way the players are facing. I think that makes more sense to everybody who's playing it then. Okay, so between each one, we obviously now need a blue row. So the blue row, we're going to do 4 blocks between. But we probably want to start it on this side because we want the second player to be on the opposite side. So we want 1, no, not here, 1, 2, 3, here. And then we want our yellow guy. The reason why I'm doing yellow instead of blue is because we've got ice. Ice is going to be the bottom to make the football roll faster and further. And if we have blue, it might blend in with the ice a little bit too much, in my opinion. So we want yellow one down here. Now the ice, we probably don't want them dead in line with each other, do we? Do I want them dead in line with each other? No, I don't think. I think we're going to move this off to... off to the side a little bit. Bring this in by 1. Like that. Bring this one in by 1. And then... Oops. And then have his torso over by 1. That way the water isn't going directly into each other, and we won't get that sort of the football bouncing between 2 points. This way, it'll actually push it off in either one of the directions. Probably whatever one fired last, isn't it? Because that's the water that will be around for the longest. So then we want the redstone over here. This is a torch with a button on it. And then we want 3 blocks in between. 1, 2, 3. Then our second player, who's still yellow, underneath here, with that underneath it. And then boom, boom. Oh no, other side, other side. Yellows shoot this way. That one, and that one, and that one. Water goes in there. This goes over the top. It should still reach, I'm hoping. Should still reach. I might as well cover all the player up. I know the redstone doesn't need to be here. But I suppose it just makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? And then we have 1, 2, 3 at the end. Okay, beautiful. I need to do 3 rows of yellows and 3 rows of reds. So I'm going to do that and I should be back. Okay, so I've got that down. I also put down a packed ice floor. This is a change from Sethbling, as I expect packed ice wasn't out 4 years ago on PC. 2 reasons to use packed ice. Number 1, it means that it doesn't melt, so we can put lights in where we want and light this up nicely, and it's never going to melt or do anything silly. Also, because it's not transparent, like you can't see through it like normal ice, I think it aesthetically looks better. Like you can see through the ice a little bit, can't you? You know, so I think that's probably a nice little balance. So anyway, everything all works. We can hit the button here, and it drops down the water. And a ball. We could use anything as a ball here. Look, just an item, and then we go. Huh, pow! Oh, look at that! We've kicked it, and then. What were we? Oh, we were reds. Oh no, we've kicked it the wrong way. We need to try and kick it back. Let's try and score as yellow. So we want to kick this way. And try and boot it this way a little bit. Oh, but we can't quite get it, so we have to kick it back. But yeah, when you're all playing it and you've got the other person on the other side kicking as well, it's going to be really, really fun. Really, really cool. And obviously we can use something that's either more round, that looks a little bit more football, like a snowball probably, or something like that. But there is one glaring problem. And the glaring problem is if we have the edge here, it's very likely that the edge is going to stop the ball. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna hit the edge, and as you can see, if you look at that water right here, that ends up pointing, see that, straight towards the wall, which means the ball is inevitably gonna get stuck up against the wall, and then it's gonna be impossible, if not very hard and boring, to try and get it off again, and then someone's got to come down, pick it up, and redispense it. When we can do a water-based one. If we had, well, wait a minute, water flows for 8 blocks, and I would like this block and this, just this block visible. This one block all the way round. No, this one and this one. This is 8 and 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me just try this. If I put that there, put down a bucket of water. Is that the one that I wanted? Yeah, that looks about right. That looks about right. So, if we do this all the way down, not in yellow though, probably in, I'll probably do a black and white combination. As it's a nice sort of neutral colour again. So this is going to be like the large border that goes around the whole board to keep water pushing the ball back in towards the centre again. So we'll have to have it going this way as well. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Along here. We'll worry about the goals probably next episode and how we're exactly going to wire those up. For the moment, we're just sort of getting the pitch in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down here. I think I've counted correctly. I'm not 100% sure. And then all the way up here. Now, I could make the whole thing ice to get rid of all the grass. It depends on how much we can see afterwards, after we're finished. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's no point... like getting it to look lovely right from the beginning, because it's inevitable that you're going to change things and have an idea which requires you to break a load of blocks, and there's no point breaking something that looks beautiful, or it feels bad at least, breaking something that looks beautiful. So if we put water all the way around the edge here, we should get the end of the water, the last water stream, be on every single one of these outer snows, apart from the corners. I'm expecting the corners we're going to have to do some tricky water work in order to do that, but we'll have a go. We're looking good so far. Now again, I'm going to ignore the fact that we need a goal, so I'm going to do water all the way around the perimeter. Oh no. Yes. That is something that I didn't foresee. Okay, no, I can fix that. I've just got to get rid of all this water now. Let me get rid of the water and I shall be back. Oh, I've never used sponges before. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't think it is. I don't think I can place the sponges down quick enough. In an ocean, it works really well. But in a creative world with only 1 block deep water, you need an awful lot of sponges. Mind you, I think we're doing it. This is definitely quicker than any other way. Yeah, no, we done it. I've never used sponges before in Minecraft for actually what they're meant to be. There we go, look. Amazing. That's a shame. You can't get sponges in survival at the moment on console. I think on 1.9 on PC, sponges now are in the ocean. I think. I'm not 100% sure of that though. So the way that we solve this this water problem, I think if we do this on each corner, it should stop the water from becoming source blocks all the way around. Now, there might be a problem with the corner that we'll have to solve. That's something that I'm not going to worry about for the moment. I'm doing it step by step. I'm doing one thing at a time and solving one problem at a time. Down there. And down here. This is the logic that you can't really see behind his game, because his video of this 4 years ago is about 1 minute long. That's all it is. 1 minute 26 seconds or something like that. So I couldn't really see much of it. So I just gave it a quick look. I liked the idea. I got some of the sort of redstone, that basic redstone at the top in my head, so I didn't have to work something as simple as that out. And I thought, we'll be fine. We'll problem solve. You guys like seeing us have problems and then trying to solve them, and I enjoy doing it as well. It's one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. Okay, that's looking good. And in fact, the corner is pushing away as well. So no matter where this ball goes, if it gets kicked out into the edge, as you can see, it's going to get pushed back into the pitch again. That sounds amazing. That sounds really, really good. For the goal, let's just do a quick test. If I grab a hopper, can I put a pressure plate on top of a hopper in any way? Can I crouch click? I can crouch click on top of it. And if I put a item on it, it emits a redstone signal. Did it emit a redstone signal? I don't know. I think it's just getting sucked in. Okay, it's just getting sucked in, so that's not gonna trigger a goal. What we need to do now is figure out a way how to trigger a goal. So instead, the goal line will be filled with hoppers. Let's have, for the moment, the goal line is these 5 block wide of hoppers. So you kick the ball, it goes into the goal, goes into a hopper, and then maybe on this last hopper. Now this is obviously not Sethbling, because comparators and all this hopper stuff weren't out at the time, so we're gonna have to really figure our own thing out. But when it passes into that, it's going to light up this comparator, therefore giving us a goal. If I, for the moment, will have repeater and a lamp that lights up, this probably will go into a chest or something along those lines. So boom, we kick the ball goes in the goal. There we go. That's perfect. It gives us just a little pulse. That little pulse will be able to activate some kind of score counter. Boom, and add 1 goal to that team. And the balls will get nicely collected up in the chest. Okay, wonderful. The next thing is, how big exactly do we want this goal to be? I think this is going to be our final thing for this episode, because it has been a little while for me. Let's have the goal. What's that? Is that even in the middle? That's in line with that guy. I can't even see if it's in the middle or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they are the 2 middle points. However, I don't think that the 4 blocks in the middle is quite big enough. So what about if it was 6 blocks? I can get rid of these now. What if the goal was 6 blocks wide? Is that a big enough goal? I think that's a fair-sized goal. Okay, and then we'll come over the top here. This should probably be in the colour that the person is shooting towards. So this will be the yellow goal, and then the red goal will be on the other side. So we'll have a yellow goal here. Boom, 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 boom. Still a lot of work to do on this, but I'm so glad that we've actually got the pitch set up. So we'll have that going up there. That going along there. And is that the right one? I think that's the right one. That going there. Okay, so the goals are nicely centered. We could probably try and score a goal now if I hit some buttons. This is the yellow side. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'm just going to try and push it towards the goal. Where's the ball gone? Oh, there it is. There. And here. Should push it forward. Oh, that's working really well. Yeah, the water's definitely pushing it back towards the middle. And boom! Okay, we would have scored, but obviously at the moment we've got water pushing it out of the goal. That will probably, even now, be removed. Like this. Boom. There we go. We now have a goal and a nice large space for us to hide redstone up with. So I think that's it. I think the pitch, it could be played now. Like, you could play the game now, but we want to make it look better, and we want to have some scoreboards and some things like that. At the moment, it doesn't really look too much like a table football. It's like half of it. But that's all we've got time for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode.